Good morning, everyone. Welcome to PUC Online Classroom. Today, we are going to continue our lesson. Okay, but before I start the new activity, so let's talk a little bit about grammar focus. Okay, especially messages with tell and ask. So we already learned, the message with statement and also the request, right? And whenever the message is about statement, then you have to use a verb tell, right? And whenever a message uh, as a request, then you have to use the verb ask. And in order to, you know, ask, or send a message, okay, or make a request, then you can simply use three forms right here: please, could, or would. And the difference is that please we use with full stop, and could or would we use with question mark. All right. And if you take a look at the form of the statement right here, we have all of this. Then you use with subject, verb, and object right here, which is the message, the original message from this one, or you can say direct message or direct request, and that is going to be in direct request right here. And if it is a request, could she take a picture of the board, then you can simply say ask, please ask, or could you ask, or would you ask. All right. And if it is a positive one, then you have to say to verb, and if it's a negative, you have to say not to verb. Remember that. Okay, and the idea of learning this just because we want to soften the request. So if you ask these two questions, you want to tell this message, all right, or ask this message, perhaps they are not polite enough. So in order to soften them, in order to make them more polite, then you can try indirect request by using these forms. All right. And just today I already gave you one you know piece of an example about this exercise, right, which is your homework. So let's try and check the answers all together, and you can compare, and you have different answer, you can ask the reason why. Okay, so that is a question, that should be a request. So we can come up with could first. Could you ask Caitlin? All right, could you ask Caitlin? And then we don't have any other thing, so we have two right here. So you can say could you ask Kathleen to call me at 4? Okay, could you ask Kathleen to call me at 4? All right, hopefully you get the answer. Number 3, so we have a lot, right? Is that Meyer tonight, could you the dance perform and tell? So that is a statement. Okay, and right here we have ask, it is a request, and now it is a statement because we have tell. And you cannot use please because we have question mark right here. Then you can say could. So the form is could you tell someone that, subject, verb, and object, right? So you can say could you tell Meyer that, okay, again, could you tell Meyer that, okay, the dance performance is tonight? Okay, again, could you tell Meyer that the dance performance is tonight? Okay. Number 4. Let's try to take a look at the verb tell. So it is a statement, and the question is would. So you can say, would you tell Casey that, again, would you tell Casey that the picnic is in the park? Again, would you tell Casey that the picnic is in the park? Okay. Would you tell Casey that the picnic is in the park? Number 5. Meet me to you would make her ask. So ask is a request at the stadium. So you can say, would you ask my car to meet me at the stadium? Again, would you ask my car to meet me at the stadium? Okay. Number 6. As we know that it should be the request. So to the right answer, please bring Garrett to the tickets. Alright, so we have full stop right here, so we have to use please. So we use please with a request. So please ask someone to verb or not to verb. So right here, let's try all together. Please ask Garrett to bring, all right, the tickets to the rock concert. Okay, please ask Garrett, all right, ask Garrett to bring the tickets to the rock concert. All right, so you can say please ask Garrett to bring the tickets to the rock concert. Hopefully you get the answers, and if you don't get it, you can ask me. All right, don't worry about that. Okay, so let's go to next writing, type message, a request, so we don't have to talk about that. Pronunciation, maybe you can try that, okay, with your own listening. What about number 11 right here? I'm going to be late. So in this case, you're going to listen to 4 people leaving messages. Who is the message from? Who is it for? What is the message? Complete the charts. So there are 4 calling, let's say, or maybe 4 callers. They try to leave some information for the person that they want to talk to, but they cannot. Okay, so as you can see, you need to find out the message from someone, the message for someone. What is the message? All right, so you have to listen to these 4 callers and try to get the information, and especially the name, message from, message for, and what the message is about. Okay, so I think you can try this with the listening audio that I touch. Okay, thank you. And number 12, role play. It's pretty hard to try that. Okay, so let's go to the last activity, which is about reading. Okay, so in this activity, what you are going to do is to scan the article. You know, scan, right? To scan means to find specific information in the text or in the article. Why did some people go to the wrong address? So this is about text, and it seems like they are talking about phones right here, because as you can see the pictures, so we have you know, human or people with the phones. So why did some people go to the wrong address? Just because of the phone, or maybe you don't know how to use the phone. That's why you cannot locate a certain area. All right, so your job is to find out about this text, okay, which is about cell phone trouble. It means that maybe you don't know how to use, but I don't think so. Right now you are so smart and you have no trouble, let's say, using the cell phone at all. Okay, so I like you to read this. To scan or to read doesn't matter. Actually, that should be to scan, but you don't need to scan. Just go one by one, make sure that you understand, and if you don't really get the meaning, you can ask me, or I'd like you to try your own first by checking dictionary at home. If you don't have dictionary, you can go to Google. All right, it's pretty fast. Just go to the internet and check the words that you don't understand, and that's it. If the meaning is not really related, then you can ask me and I will give you the meaning, which is in the right situation. Okay, so after you finish reading this, everyone, I'd like you to focus on B and C. So right here, which advice best summarizes the article? So as you can see right here, so we have 3. Make sure this is a short summary for the article, the whole article right here, but you have to pick up the best one. London is a great place to visit if you like using cell phone. Do you think that this is about London or this is about the phone? You can ask yourself and find out the answer. Be careful when you use your cell phone. Is it accident? Is it dangerous to use the cell phone? Or maybe you have to, you know, pay more attention to the phone whenever you are using it. Lampposts and water are extremely dangerous. Do you think that they talk about lampposts and water in this text? So I'd like you to go through, everyone. So I'd like you to go through the text from the top to bottom, and you will see exactly what the article is about. Okay, so the lamppost right here, they focus only one piece of, you know, word in this article, in this paragraph, and maybe it's not all about uh, the article, the whole article is right here. So you need to decide carefully, everybody, because this is about uh, choosing the best summary of the article. All right, so 3 givens right here. Hopefully you can pick up the right one, and I will give you the answer for this. Don't worry about that. And the last activity, check the facts that are mentioned in the article. So some are mentioned, some are not mentioned in the article. So hopefully you can find some information, in the article from number 1 to number 8. So you just check the facts that are mentioned. If they are not, don't check. Leave it blank or leave them blank. All right. So if you have any question, everyone, you can ask me in our Telegram group chat, and I will answer to your question as soon as I can. That's it for today, everyone. Thank you so much. Goodbye.